Yo, come in, hold up. Yo, y'all gotta see this shit, man. You can't make this shit up. So, we about to get into this song, Upchurch, How High by Upchurch off the Creeker album, But like right before I maximize the screen and start the track, there's this comment caught my eye. And I thought I'd share this comment with y'all. Peep this shit. This nigga's like one of his most underviewed songs. That chorus is deeper than the graves of the fake ass rappers he's killed. Woo! The hook, the chorus is deeper than the graves of the fake ass rappers he's killed. That shit's crazy, man. That comment. Woo! Let's get it, man. Let's get it. I need to hear this chorus, man. I need to hear this shit. Let's get it. Y'all ready? Alright, let's get it.
I can't see heaven, but I think it's up there somewhere. I feel closer to the devil, cause they say he lives down under. But if I could fly 1,000 miles to chill with the man himself, I'd probably roll up one big fat one and say thanks for creative help. But how high do I gotta get to see angels in the sky? How much smoke I gotta blow to move the clouds to see your side? How many nights I gotta pray? How many Sundays I gotta go? How many joints, how many miles, and how high? How high do I gotta go? Sometimes when I'm walking I get goosebumps on my skin, cause I feel like something's stalking and trying to walk on my heels. And then my spine gets some chills when I'm strolling rivers and hills and hopping barbed wire fences just to come see what the deal is. Fuck the devil, I'm a robin with 6 rounds and a steel. Cut his head off, mounted on the wall by all of my deer. Fucking punk, give me that fiddle so I can leave and go pawn it. Hit downtown and buy some seeds and go and grow me some chronic. Yeah, I'm always rolling stone, but now I'm trying to take flight and smoke a joint with old Jesus and grow some wings overnight. Yeah, watch me cut donuts and clouds past the gates made of gold. You should have known my soul was too priceless to ever be sold.
It's moments like these that make me really appreciate these artists, because I've seen Upchurch, like when he's just in his rock bag, like, heavy metal, bass, the drums, like Palm Creek Road. I've seen him do like vocals, like where he just sings, like on Parachute, and I think Red Coat or some shit, like where he just sings, when you hear his vocals come out. I've seen him in the High Diaz album where he just does some like off the top shit, where he just goes off the handle with it, Like I've seen so many different sides. I've seen him like when he gets in his bag for like the beef and shit, like diss tracks and shit. I've seen that side of him. So over the period of time, ever since I got into Ryan Upchurch, I've seen different sides of him. But today, right now, in this very moment, I've gotten to see a different side of him, and it's like a more religious side of him. And I don't want to say religious, but I want to say like a side of him that where he talks about God, he talks about heaven, hell, the devil, just to kind of see where he's at, because you gotta to really know somebody, to really understand somebody, you gotta see all of them. All of them, the physical, the mental, the spiritual, all that shit. Now I know a lot of people not really into that whole spiritual religion thing. Some people like stay away from it, but to each his own. But I'm just saying, like, hearing him talk about, God, and is there a heaven above? But it's so far, I don't know where it is. But they say the devil is closer to us because he's under us. Like those metaphors. You're like, oh, okay. So this is like, like, oh, okay, I get what he's talking about. But then again, he talks about, hey, how high? The name of the song is How High. Like, how big a blunt do I have to roll? Like, how much smoke do I have to puff and blow for me to get high enough to where God is, smoke a blunt with Jesus and grow some wings overnight. You heard him say that. And you're like, okay, okay, like, he's questioning his origins as a creature. He's questioning where does he come from? Where is his creator? He's questioning heaven and hell. He's talking about the devil. Like, I'll kill him with a six cylinder. Like, hang him on my wall with all my deer. Okay, so you kind of understand his mindset about religion, spiritual side of things, where he stands. And again, he's smart with it. So like the how high, that's a double entendre, because how high do I have to? The heaven is to where God is, how high, and how high, like when I smoke a blunt, how high do I get? But then again, it's a triple entendre when you think about high. When you say, oh, when I get high, you actually go to cloud nine because you're high off the smoke, like you're intoxicated. You got these drugs in your body and you start hallucinating. Like some people say, you go to nirvana, that's some shit. So that becomes a triple entendre when you hear that shit. And you're like, maybe he's not really talking about going there, but maybe he's talking about when he gets high, he feels like he's there, like he feels like he's got wings. So all these things tie in, and you can look at these bars from so many different angles, and like that's why I took my time. Like usually I would have paused it before the first verse to talk about it, but I wanted to hear that first verse before getting into the breakdown and how I view it. Let me know in the comment section what your take on this whole topic is, whole message with the song in the comment section, and let's talk about it. Let's get it.
You should have known my soul was too priceless to ever be sold. Stick joint with old Jesus and grow some wings overnight. Yeah, watch me cut donuts and clouds past the gates made of gold. You should have known my soul was too priceless to ever be sold. I can't see heaven, but I think it's up there some.
And he's talking about, you should have known my soul was too priceless to sell. You have this whole thing about, oh, rappers who make it big overnight, like rappers who blow up to a certain height, or whose success reaches certain heights. Oh, you sold your soul to the devil type shit. Oh, you with the Illuminati. Oh, you drink blood. All this bullshit. And he's like, you should have known my soul was too priceless to ever be sold. And it's like, I know my worth, and I know that what will it profit a man to give up his soul to gain the whole world? What would it profit a man to gain the whole world but lose his soul? He's aware of that. And that makes me fuck with him even more, because it's not just the bars, the rap, the lifestyle. There's a deeper side to it. And I feel like that deeper side to him is one I'm gonna connect to a whole lot more, and a lot of his fans connect to more, because that deeper shit, you can't fake that shit. And that deeper shit, man, like, it's just something about it.
I can't see heaven, but I think it's up there somewhere. I feel closer to the devil, cause they say he lives down under. But if I could fly 1,000 miles to chill with the man himself, I'd probably roll up one big fat one and say thanks for creative hell. But how high do I gotta get to see angels?
And he says, I'd roll a big flame blunt and thank God for creating hell. That also shows that he has an understanding of good and evil. You need one to have the other. He's not praying or wishing for all the bad in the world to go. He's accepting the fact that there is a hell and the devil is closer to us because he lives under us. He's not denying that fact. And that's one of the biggest key points when it comes to like religion. It's not just believing, it's accepting the fact that, oh, there is a heaven, there is a hell, there is a devil, there is a God. If you die, you go to hell. If you die, you go to heaven. Like, you have to accept that. Not only do you have to know it, believe it, you have to accept it. So he's accepted the fact that, okay, there is a hell, there is a heaven. If I could, I'd roll the big flag. If I wanted to kill the man upstairs, all these little things, man, they tie in, and he's accepted that fact. But after accepting that fact, he talks about killing the devil and shit, and it's like, let's get it.
Big fat one and say thanks for creative hell. But how high do I gotta get to see angels in the sky? How much smoke I gotta blow to move the clouds to see your side? How many nights I gotta pray? How many Sundays I gotta go? How many joints, how many miles, and how high? How high do I gotta go?
And with this part, he's talking about requirements. Like, what is it gonna take to get to you? Do I have to go to church for so many Sundays? Do I have to roll so many blunts? Do I have to spend so many nights praying on my knees? You're questioning, you know? And when you ask, you shall receive, seek, and you shall find. And that's actually one of the steps to getting closer to God, is to actually start looking, is to actually start asking. You're taking the first step to actually getting closer to Him. So with these questions, it's like this whole song is just about like his soul. This is like the more on a more spiritual side of things, and I feel like songs like this usually go over people's heads a lot because a lot of people I feel are not in tune with their spiritual side or with spiritual things. They just keep them at a distance and don't really, you can know and understand these things without being, like, oh, I go to church, blah blah blah. You can understand them and know them.
How high do I gotta go? 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 How high do I gotta go?
Last thing before we wrap this up, as he's asking, he's not asking out of like, why does it take so much? Like, out of a negative spirit, he's asking out of a positive side, like, hey, what is it gonna take? Sort of saying like, hey, whatever it takes, I'm gonna do it. What is it gonna take? Is it gonna take this? Is it gonna take that? Is it gonna take this? Just let me know what it's gonna take, and I'm gonna do it because I want to be closer to you. So that's the cry of his soul, the cry of his spirit. With that said, man, I love this track. Definitely one of my favorites because I got to experience a different side of Upchurch, and I really fuck with that. Let me know in the comment section how y'all feel about this, where y'all stand with this whole religion thing, and we're gonna take it from there, man. Let's get it.